Reagan shutting down the
Ignore the
asylum
drill,
has
though.
had vast implications. We need to open the asylums back up.
Daniel Larson.
Yeah, we have more Daniel Larsons than we know what to fucking do with. We got all
TikTok,
we got all these Chris Chans bounding about society, doing their own thing. No, we need those Reagan asylums open back up. Throw the crazies in there. We can start just by cleaning the streets of the homeless people. You're homeless. You're clearly not well. Go in this fucking nice facility. We got Candyland and board games without sharp pieces. Like, have a fun time and stay here. And don't scream at me when I'm trying to enjoy brunch. that's the American.
Do you have a homeless problem there in St. Louis?
An unbelievable homeless problem.
I was gonna guess yes.
And you know what's like crazy is like the homeless here, the strong cull the weak. And so there's the homeless here are
Darwinian homeless society.
The first time I went to Seattle and I saw they're kind of homeless, I'm like, this is like a different species of homeless. They're like almost blasé about it, where I'm like, that guy has a decent watch. His shoes aren't even that dirty.
He's an outdoor camper.
Yeah, this guy's like pretending for it. Whereas like you go to like downtown St. Louis after a Blues game and there's just a guy like his voice his gibbers echoing off the underside of an overpass. Just and I'm like, this guy's standing so close to the guy that's playing guitar, and then this other guy who's handing out gum, and I'm like, I'm not going to take gum from you. You're a homeless person. Like,
they're bad in Atlanta, depending on where you go.
Yeah.
There's definitely two different schools of homeless. There's some of them that have they're like outdoor homeless. I mean, they all are, but
yeah,
they live on the sort of the underpasses, and they have these tent cities in like tucked away places where they usually don't get bothered. Sometimes it'll be like this island of trees completely surrounded by fast highway. And it's like, how do they get in and out of there? But it keeps them from being bothered. But then there's like the more metropolitan homeless. I remember we would go to a hockey game or a basketball game, and then they have a smoking area you can go to at halftime on the exterior of the building. But they sort of cage it in because we all have tickets, or they're going to let us out and then back in again, and that's kind of a tricky process for a game. The homeless know that there's going to be people who can afford a basketball game and cigarettes outside, and so they're just waiting. It's like feeding time.
Yeah,
Raleigh doesn't seem to have any homeless anymore. Like if you talked to me a year ago, I'd be like, yes, I can tell you right where the exit is, that they tend to go. They found a little patch of ground that's not really near any other like commercial or residential real estate. And there was like a camp there. And if you look through the trees, especially in the winter when you can see farther, then you could see like the tents and stuff. Then Raleigh went in there with some over the top amount of dumpsters, like 9, and they cleaned up tons of stuff. And I'm like, you just stole everything from them. I felt sympathy for the homeless, and now I don't know where they went to.
Problem solved.
I don't know.
They went south for the winter.
But
dude, that's why I like
problem solved.
Maybe it's like just the St. Louis homeless I've seen, but every time I see someone say like, a lot of these people are just a fucking Thai and a Planet Fitness bird bath shower away from working at a respectable business. I'm like, what? Where? Yeah, where are the haircut away? Like, where are these homeless people? Because the ones I see are crazy people who you can't like if you had a young child walking with you, you would get nervous over it because you'd be like, I don't know what this erratic lunatic might do. He might sing at me. He might lash out and try and strike me.
Feces.
He might throw feces at me. He might try and eat my face like that Florida guy. Like,
yep,
true.
You can't be letting these people roam about. We need to
like that other guy
field somewhere and let him run free.
Remember that train accident the other day where they were like that homeless man, unconnected to like the crash, picked up a dead man's leg and was carrying it off and eating it actively, crazy. And the police had to take the leg from him.
Yeah, that guy's a future Barnes and Noble employee, just a shower away.
There's video
like that, but
they're like, hey, give that leg back.
I saw that.
I don't know how you fix somebody's drug addiction. Apparently, that's pretty hard to do, but that's what they are from the job. They don't seem crazy or even like that stupid. They're just addicted.
I hope we get that meth head from last week to come on and talk to us some more, because we were getting right to the heart of the fun of doing methamphetamine, and I wanted more.
That guy.
You guys had a meth head on last week?
Very briefly. One of Gavin McInnes's friends is a meth head, and he briefly came on after Gavin was on, and we asked him some meth related questions, as you do. Like, they were all meth related, and he seemed to have his head on straight.
were talking about meth earlier, and I was saying some people do meth casually and they're fine. I have a meth head here.
Oh,
come on over, sir or madam.
I hope it's him in a costume.
Residential meth head.
Oh
What's
no, it's
going
an
on,
actual.
fellas?
Oh. So
How's
you're
it
a meth
going?
head.
Yeah, it's me. I love it. I love that shit.
I thought you'd be thinner.
Listen, I mean, I've probably been doing meth since 2000.
Okay. Do you do it every day or just a treat? Once in a while?
I did for 11 years straight. I did every day.
What's the best thing to do on meth? Like what's the sex? Tell me what's better about meth sex to not.
Oh my God, they call it chemsex. It's just intense, but it gets crazy though, because you'll get people will get the weird perversions that'll come out and like fucking.
It lowers your inhibitions.
Stab a chick, or does some chick stab you?
Yeah. She stabbed me when I was fucking.
Oh, wow.
Does meth last too long? I don't know if it's related.
Oh yeah, it's not like coke where you get coke dick and you can't get it up. Like you'll get it up and it'll be up for like a week.
Yeah.
Like
it sounds way better than coke.
I remember one time I was banging this chick, and we didn't leave the bedroom, honest to God, for 24 hours straight.
Oh, that must smell terrible.
Dude, I think we sweat through the mattress, the box spring, the rug, and the floor. Yeah, it was pretty intense.
Oh my God!
Just rotted the floorboards out.
How often do you dabble with the meth now?
Very
holidays.
Not as infrequently now. Yeah, like special occasions, special events.
Yeah,
Christmas, Mother's Day.
My regular was 6 days up, 1 day sleep.
So what's the trick to doing meth and not dying? Living a life.
You don't smoke it and you don't shoot it.
You snort it,
sniff it, or ingest it. Like you could just throw it in your mouth and eat it, or put it in your. I was in a motorcycle club. I used to put it in my water or Gatorade and shake it up.
Jesus.
And just drink it as I go out around my day.
A little meth at a time. He made a gator meth.
Yeah.
How do you find a meth dealer?
Being in possession, because they're not going to taste your water or your
It'd be so unless the cop like, I'm so thirsty, sir. Could I just
Yeah. Well, excuse me, I know it's 117 degrees out here in Utah, but can I have some of your Gatorade? No.
You've shown me a whole new side.
I know, guys. I'm from New York. I live about a mile from Gavin, and there's guys that I know that are in their 80s that have, for the last 40 years, religiously every day gotten up and put in their coffee or their orange juice or whatever morning breakfast that they're having, like an old school, like 80s Coke spoon amount of meth into it, just shake, stir it in, and drink it, and go about their day. And
so they're still around because I guess they're keeping it to a low dose.
Yeah, if you low dose it, if you microdose it, you'll be all right.
Microdosing meth.
The thing is people start to do it. They think it's like Coke, and they start laying out big rails, and they overdo it. And like we used to call it getting caught deep in the bag.
Yeah. Why do you go to prison?
Meth.
Yeah,
I thought it was stealing, but it turned out it wasn't. He's like, it's not a bad guess, but it wasn't stealing. It was something else.
I thought it was just meth related, like probably being high on meth in public, which is real. But it's really off-putting to see someone clearly on meth in public.
Can you identify somebody on meth? I wouldn't be able to.
You can tell because they're jittering about and they're tweaking, like you could like a homeless, like not homeless, like a heroin addict. Someone who just shot up or is like taking a bunch of bootleg pills. They're going to do that like where you see the people standing in like those Philly streets where some documentarian drives by and they're all leaned over like this, like almost catatonic. That's a heroin addict. A meth addict is going to be like screaming to himself about something on the street corner, making everyone feel really uncomfortable about it.
Which one's similar to morphine?
Heroin.
Heroin, yeah, both opioids.
Very, very similar.
Opiates. Morphine
does nothing. I get hurt a lot, so they give me morphine, and this is accidents, not like bad back. And I've never noticed any difference from that freaking hospital button. I thought it was a placebo.
Oh, the button is definitely some weak shit. When
these
they were
people
going to
are
rub
loading up. Yeah.
When I was all burnt up and they were about to scrub all the skin off, they gave me so much morphine. I remember being overwhelmed with the giddy, warm, golden, you're fucked up feeling. And then no memory of the event. Like it took my memory away. I don't remember them. I don't remember them removing the skin from my hand. I remember like coming to like after and all bandaged up And
One
that
of
was
your
just
dogs
from
is
them.
humping the other dog.
Yeah, it's been doing that for some time now.
They
look
wrestle.
consensual. They look
They-
consensual.
They wrestle.
They
My
wrestle.
parents used to wrestle when I didn't knock on the door.
Yeah, it's wrestling, I think.
Man, mom
Wrestling, I think.
sucks.
She's a bad wrestler, dude.
Dad's always winning.